Have you ever really stopped and thought about what a tree is actually doing? I mean, it's not just scenery, right? Turns out it's performing a job that's so vital, so absolutely massive, it affects every single breath you take. So today, let's pull back the curtain on this incredible, invisible work that's happening all around us. All right, so let's get right to the big question. What's the number? How much air can one single tree process in just 60 minutes? It's a great question, but before we can throw out a number, we first have to understand the incredible biological machine that makes it all possible.
See, this isn't just about a simple, straightforward number. The answer is tied up in this invisible planetary scale engine that's just humming along quietly in our parks, on our streets, everywhere. It's happening right under our noses. So yeah, to really get the answer, we have to look at how the machine actually works.
And that machine, that amazing piece of natural technology, well, it all comes down to the leaf. So we're going to have to zoom in, way in, down to the microscopic level to really see where this whole process kicks off. Okay, so think of the leaf as the tree's front line, its main interface with the world. This is the critical point of contact where the tree literally meets the air. It's the factory floor where all the magic happens. You've got gas exchange, pollutant trapping, the whole shebang. It's the very spot where our atmosphere gets cleaned. So the real workhorses here are something called stomata. I want you to picture thousands and thousands of tiny little pores or mouths on every single leaf. And they open and close, allowing the tree to essentially breathe. They're taking in the bad stuff and, well, breathing out the good stuff. So when we say a tree is filtering the air, what does that actually mean? Well, it's really a three-step dance. First, it absorbs harmful gases right out of the air. Second, the waxy surface of the leaves, it acts like a natural sticky trap, grabbing tiny particles of dust and smoke. And third, and this is the one we all know and love, through photosynthesis, it releases fresh oxygen back into the atmosphere for us to breathe. Okay, so now we get how it works, right? We've seen the machinery, so now let's get to the numbers. And I gotta warn you, the scale of this whole operation is pretty mind-boggling.
First things first, let's just talk about surface area. Imagine you could take every single leaf from one mature tree and lay them all out flat, side by side. You'd cover up to 1,600 square meters. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the size of a small house. An entire house's worth of surface area, all designed for one thing: interacting with the air.
And get this, every single square meter of that leafy surface is constantly working. As the wind moves, even just a gentle breeze, thousands and thousands of liters of air are being pushed across that massive surface area, hour after hour, day after day. So, when you finally put it all together and do the math, the number is just staggering. Are you ready for this? A single mature tree can filter up to 5 million liters of air in just 1 hour. That is a mind-blowing amount of work, all happening invisibly, all powered by just one tree. But look, 5 million liters is a huge number, but it's not just some abstract statistic, right? It has a very real, very tangible impact. And interestingly, that impact can change a lot depending on where that tree is growing. Think about it. A tree out in the clean country air, it's doing great work, for sure. But a tree in the middle of a bustling city, that tree is an absolute superhero. It's surrounded by much higher levels of pollution from cars, from industry, so it's working overtime, trapping way more of those harmful particles from the air that we're breathing in every single day. And what's really cool is that this effect adds up. Yeah, a single street tree definitely helps. But if you plant a small group of them, a little cluster of trees, you can slash local air pollution by as much as 20%. That's a direct, measurable improvement for everyone living on that block. And look, this isn't just about charts and environmental data. This connects directly to us, to our own health. It's a really simple equation. Cleaner air, thanks to trees, literally means healthier people. In fact, the data is pretty clear on this. More trees in our cities are directly linked to lower rates of asthma and heart disease. There are even studies showing that kids who live on tree-lined streets have fewer asthma attacks. Suddenly, this isn't just about planting trees, it's a public health issue. And trees are one of the most powerful and simple tools we've got. So, okay, we've gone from the tiny little pores on a leaf all the way up to a city block. Now let's zoom out one last time. I mean all the way out. Let's look at the biggest picture there is, the entire planet. Because if one tree is like a little desktop air purifier, then an entire forest is like an industrial-strength atmospheric processor. We're talking about massive forests like the Amazon or the Great Boreal Forests up north. They are filtering billions upon billions of liters of air, actually influencing weather patterns and helping to stabilize our entire global climate.
It really brings home this powerful idea, doesn't it? In our world of high-tech gadgets and complex machines, the planet's most powerful and most reliable air filters are still the forests. They're just quietly doing their job, one tree, one leaf at a time.
So I guess I'll just leave you with this thought to chew on. How would things change? How would our decisions about our cities, our communities, our entire planet change if we stopped seeing trees as just pretty scenery and started seeing them for what they really are: essential, life-sustaining technology?